Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is ZAKKERY, and today we're going to talk about 8 money habits that keep you poor. At least a half of those habits in books, Google, or anywhere else, just because they are coming from my personal experience. These are the things that I used to have as a habit in my life, and that kept me poor for quite a long time. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. This is extremely important to other people in the world. The more likes and more subscribers I have, the faster the information that I have on this channel reach people who are in need. We are talking about freelancing, quitting 9-to-5 job, starting working as a digital marketer, or starting in other freelance careers. So if to talk about the habits that keep you poor, the first one in the list is when you have a bad debts. What is that about? Yesterday, I met a girl who said that, oh, I don't have enough money for buying a training on a digital marketing, but I see that you have an iPhone of the latest model. Did you buy it for the cash or you use your credit card? She said, of course, credit card. I have a loan on that. The thing is, the bad debt is about when you buy yourself a Gucci bag, when you buy yourself an iPhone of the latest model, but actually you don't have enough money for that. Then at the end, it comes to the point when you can't afford a proper education for yourself just because you wasted your money on some stupid stuff. Don't do that. My favorite habit that I used to have for a long time is a lack of saving. You might think that I'm too young to have the savings, or I have reliable husband, wife, parents, my friends might support me financially if I lose the job, but actually life is different. 8 years ago, I moved to the United States, and at that point I realized how crucial it is to have savings. I had the moments when I had to choose either to go to the dentist and have my tooth treated and stop suffering from pain, or to fix my car. And usually I chose to fix my car just because that kept me doing the work and that helped the whole family. So this all was because I didn't have proper savings. Now I have a formula. At least 10% of all my money that I make per month, I send to the savings. You might say, oh, I make such a little money every month that I don't have 10%. This is the point where your brain starts to thinking, oh, something is wrong with the job I have. How can I find a side hustle? How can I switch to freelancing? Maybe learn digital marketing? Something like that. I will leave the link to one of the videos that I have here on the channel about top 5 services for digital marketers that are highly paid. I really recommend you to watch it. And let me know in comments right now, do you have savings at the moment? Habit number 3, constant impulse purchases. I used to do that a lot. Every time, let's say, if I was in need of a new sneakers because the last one died and it has a hole in it, I used to go to the store. I came to the mall. Every time I was starting to wandering around the stores, and it ended up every time with everything, but not the new sneakers. I saw a nice new bag, oh, I'm getting it, but I had the money only for the sneakers. Or let's say you are browsing the Instagram, then some beautiful advertisement pops up in front of you. You know for sure that you have just the savings for your health checkup. You try to save it, but then you see a beautiful new laptop. You don't need it. You already have one. Your job doesn't require you to have the last model of a laptop, but you buy it just because there's a kid's intention inside you, the emotions that you cannot overcome, and then you waste the money. Let me know in comments if you are guilty on this, and let me know if I'm not alone. Habit number 4. It's quite popular among immigrants. I'm an immigrant. I didn't know how important is that. It is credit score management. It's extremely important if you live in the United States, either if you're young or you are not thoughtful enough or you've just moved to the States. Please find as much information on how to grow your credit score, how to maintain it, how to take care of it, because so many important things depend on how high is your credit score. It even influences the payment plan that you will be allowed to choose with your mobile provider. Credit score is the key indicator that will your landlord check before approving the apartment for rent for you. Credit score is number one thing that dealership will check if you will buy a car. Credit score is a crucial thing when you applying for a job. So make sure to be attentive how you manage your credit score. The other habit that I'm guilty of is a fear of big investments. Big investment for each person is a different amount of money. That depends on how much you monthly make. For example, if you make $2,000, then a big investment for you will be $2,000 and up. And if you make $10,000, then the big investment for you will be logically $10,000 and up. So I used to limit myself on investments that might grow my revenues in the future and that might help me to develop as a professional in digital marketing. Every time I found a good education that could help me to grow in career and get more money in the future, I was afraid to invest in that. Oh my gosh, it's about $4,000. I cannot afford it. I don't have that much money. Your vision at this point is very narrow. You are looking at the problem not on a long-term perspective. You are looking at the problem of a short-term, of a 30 days perspective. But your life, I hope, is way longer than this period of time. So every time you are facing the challenge of investing a big amount of money to something that might help you to grow and might help you to change your life, let's say moving to the new city, where there are more opportunities, more connections, more ways to grow your income, or paying for the new level of education, training course. Every time you face such situations, just ask yourself a question. How long it will take me to pay off this investment? What opportunities this investment might bring me in the future? Habit number 6 that will keep you poor until you get rid of it is chaos in your financing. Disorganization in your family budget, in your income and expenses. Money goes to those people who can attentively organize them, who can take a good care of them. To check yourself whether you have that habit or not, ask yourself a question. Do you know the exact amount of income you've generated last month? And do you know on average how much you spent during the month? A lot of people cannot answer that question, or they pretend that they know. But in reality, they do not know the exact amount. Why does that matter? The lower your income is, the more attention you need to pay to the all expenses that you have. Are your finances organized, or you have a chaos in your budget? Habit number 7 is paying more because of lack of planning. Let's say you are going on a trip. You know that you are going to have that trip 6 months ahead, but you still postpone the purchase of the tickets and booking of the hotel for the last month or even for the last week. Or you know that in a month there will be an event for which you will need a new outfit. But because of the lack of planning, you decide to get a new outfit within the last couple days before the event, instead of cutting the expenses and ordering online. So this is very important. If you want to become mindful with your expenses and with your income, try to incorporate financial planning and planning into your life. And the last habit is delegating your finances to somebody else. If you're an entrepreneur, you definitely can delegate your finances to your bookkeeper or CPA. But still, you need to be in control of what is happening there. A lot of people prefer to delegate their finances to their second half. Women delegate their finances to their husband. Teenagers and students delegate their finances to their parents. It's not how it's gonna work. You need to know how much taxes you owe to the government. You need to know how to pay utility bills. You need to know how does a family budget forms month after month. Only when you have that in your hands, only when you control it, this is the moment when you start thinking, oh, maybe I need to find a better job. I definitely need more income because it's really hard to cover. Right now, guys, let me know in comments which of the listed habits you are guilty of. Remember that might help other viewers to understand that they are not alone. In a conclusion, here are 3 habits that I encourage you to incorporate in your daily life. Habit number 1, financial planning. Maybe that sounds very boring and very old-fashioned for you, but believe me, it doesn't matter how old are you. If you want to get to a certain point, you need to plan it. Habit number 2, use all financial advantages that we currently have. If you're a frequent flyer, consider opening a credit card from airlines that will help you to collect the miles and significantly reduce the cost on airfare. Explore the bank deals that are currently available for you. There are a lot of options for getting a cashback for every dollar you spend. Just start thinking in that direction, and I'm sure that you'll find some really good options. The last advice that helped me to grow my company significantly just in a couple years is I never consider a self-education as an extra expense. It's always a priority for me. No matter how solid is my financial stability at the moment, I still consider education to be my number 1 priority. I hope you liked this video and it was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and see you next time.